Welcome to this next edition of our short videos about loving our town. Today we have two guests with us. We have Mark Crawley and Paul Daly. Welcome both of you.
Hi John.
Hello John.
Yeah, good to see you both. So Mark, our theme today is broadly around the topic of befriending.
Yes, that's right. We've got, I think, three very interesting opportunities to talk about today. But I'd love it if we could actually start by talking to Paul, because Paul and Mary have been doing some great stuff within their neighbourhood in the IP3 area of town, and they're actually in the process of setting up a good neighbour scheme. So it'd be great to hear from Paul about how that's going.
Yeah, so we set the group up in the fairly early stages of the COVID pandemic, and we've just been amazed by the community engagement and how many volunteers have come forward wanting to get involved. We've currently got about 150 people in the group. There's probably sort of 20 or 30 there are regular volunteers, others just people in the neighbourhood. And they've been primarily involved with practical stuff, things like doing some shopping, collecting prescriptions. But it's become clear that there are a lot of people in the community who are isolated and lonely. They're quite vulnerable and just need somebody to talk to.
So does that bring us on to the first opportunity that Mark was talking about, Paul?
Yes, it does. And we've come across a project that we're really excited about. It's all about telephone befriending. And it's an opportunity for volunteers to offer companionship to people over the phone who maybe perhaps have no meaningful social contact from one week to the next.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that, Paul?
Yeah, sure. It's a project that's called Two's Company. It's been set up and started by a Christian organisation, and they provide all the support material that we need. It's simply about committing to be a listening ear and a friendly voice over the phone. We probably ask the people to be in contact about once a week for about half an hour or so. And it's not too onerous. For those who help or want to get involved, volunteers are fully trained and supported.
Mark, what's the idea if we want to get involved in this as a church? How do we do that?
What we'd really like is for people who feel they could give a little bit of time to this to volunteer. It's only going to take a little bit of time each week. I reckon there'll be an initial commitment of supporting someone for perhaps up to 6 months. And Two's Company are a great Christian organisation. They've provided a great framework for this.
So opportunity number one is about Two's Company and the befriending programme.
So can I just go on to tell you about the second opportunity? This is a really interesting one. I'm sure you'll probably remember when the Olympics were held in London, there was this great team of volunteers called Games Makers. Well, the thing is that we've been contacted by an organisation called Volunteering Matters about a similar theme, but these volunteers are going to be called Journey Makers. And what they want to do is to make sure that people can travel on public transport safely. So this is about volunteering at Ipswich Station. And the idea is, with a very smiley face and a very helpful attitude, to guide people into using public transport at the station safely.
You know, is that something we need to be doing as a church right now? I mean, I know, we're kind of in the travel business, trains to heaven and all that sort of thing, but do they need to go from Ipswich Station? Is this something we need to be doing at the moment, Mark?
Well, I take your point. It's not one of those projects where there's a simple link to the gospel. But we've been approached, and I think anything that we're doing to love the town, serve the town is a great witness. Goodness knows what opportunities there might be to have some interesting conversations. But in addition to that, it's about us saying, yes, there's a need here, we're willing to do it. And that in itself is a great witness.
Yeah, brilliant. And is this something we can jump on board with now, or are you just feeling it out to see who's interested?
I'm just feeling it out really to see if people are interested.
Wow, there's so many opportunities to get involved with the community at the moment. And you've got a third one, Mark?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, we've been approached by one of the food banks who have got a need for drivers. They've got the food, but they need to distribute it. So another thing we're looking for really is some drivers who would be prepared to deliver food parcels around the town.
That's fantastic. Mark, what should people do if they want to take you up on these ideas?
Well, I think it would be great if we as a church got a reputation for rising to some of these things. I know people are busy and committed in other ways, but if we were able to help, I think it would be a great witness in itself. So if people are interested in any of those things, please contact me.
Brilliant. Okay, Paul, Mark, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for giving us that update. Really appreciate it.